I never thought my brother's wedding would turn into one of the most humiliating yet strangely empowering nights of my life. I'm 35, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the disappointment of the family. My parents never missed a chance to remind me that I wasn't living up to their expectations, that I wasn't successful like my younger brother, and that I should be more grateful for their support. Ironically, they had no idea that I actually own one of the largest event management companies in our state. I've kept it quiet on purpose. I don't flash my money, I don't show off my lifestyle. I live comfortably, but not extravagantly. I like it that way. I guess deep down, I also wanted to know who respected me for me and not for what I could buy. My brother, on the other hand, has always been the golden child. He was showered with praise, opportunities, and frankly, my parents' money. If I got a "you can do better," he got a "we're so proud of you." If I got silence, he got applause. It's always been like that. So when his wedding came around, of course my parents pulled out all the stops. Big church, luxury venue, 300 guests. They kept going on about how their son was finally marrying well and how this day was going to be perfect. Here's the kicker. They didn't know the company running the whole show, the catering, the decor, the lighting, the entertainment, was mine. And honestly, that secret was the only thing keeping me sane that night. The day started normally enough. My team was everywhere, running things smoothly. I kept to the background, dressed like a regular guest, because that's how I prefer it. Most of my employees knew better than to call me boss in front of family. We had rehearsed it. Everything was flawless. Guests were impressed, the food looked incredible, the decorations were breathtaking. I could see the pride in my staff's faces. We're good at what we do. But then came the reception. That's when things shifted. During the toasts, my dad took the microphone. He raised his glass to my brother and his bride. Sweet, heartwarming. For a moment, I thought maybe, just maybe, this was going to be a rare night without me being the punching bag. I was wrong. My dad cleared his throat and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "And of course, we're so proud of our son Mark," my brother. "He's made something of himself. He is successful, he's responsible, and now he has this beautiful wife. We couldn't ask for more. Unlike, well, some people." The room chuckled. People actually laughed. My mother even patted his arm like it was the cutest joke in the world.
I felt my stomach twist, my hands clenched under the table. Did he really just use my brother's wedding toast as an excuse to humiliate me? But it didn't stop there. My mom took her turn with the mic. "We love both our sons, of course," she said, putting on that fake sweet smile. "But we have to admit, Mark has always been the one we could count on. He's the one who gives us pride. The other one, well, let's just say we're still waiting for him to figure things out." More laughter. Some people glanced at me, some awkwardly looked away. My brother smirked. That smirk cut deeper than anything else. I've spent my entire life being their scapegoat, their punching bag. And now, in front of 300 people, they wanted to make me the clown of the night, too. I plastered on a smile. I didn't want to give them the satisfaction of seeing me crack, but inside, I was boiling. I kept thinking, you don't even know. You're sitting in a hall that I paid for, eating food that my team prepared, dancing under lights my company set up. You're literally standing on a stage I built, and you're mocking me? My brother gave a speech after them, thanking my parents for raising him right. He even threw in a jab about some people never learning responsibility. Everyone laughed again. That was it. I excused myself from the table and walked toward the service hallway. My staff immediately noticed my expression. My event manager, a woman who's been with me for 10 years, asked quietly, "Everything okay, boss?" I took a deep breath. I looked back at the ballroom, the glittering chandeliers, the tables filled with guests, my parents smiling proudly at my brother like he was a king. And then I said the words that would change everything. Pack it up, we're done here. At that exact moment, I felt both terrified and exhilarated, like I was about to cross a line I could never step back from. Am I insane? Am I about to ruin my brother's wedding? Or am I finally standing up for myself after decades of humiliation?
My event manager froze when I said it. "Sir, are you sure?" she whispered. I didn't hesitate. "Yes, pull the plug right now." Within minutes, my well-oiled machine of a team went into action. Waiters started quietly removing trays of food instead of serving them. The bartenders stopped pouring drinks and began sealing bottles. Musicians, mid-song, exchanged glances and slowly packed away their instruments. The lighting crew dimmed the spotlights one by one. At first, the guests didn't notice. A couple of people just assumed it was part of the evening's flow. But then murmurs spread. Why are they taking the buffet back? Did the band just leave? Is the bar closing?" The bride looked around in confusion, tugging at my brother's arm. "What's going on?" she asked him, panic rising in her voice. I stood near the edge of the room, arms crossed, watching everything unfold. My parents noticed me and immediately scowled. My dad gestured angrily. "What are you doing? Stop standing there like an idiot and go find someone in charge." That was the moment. I couldn't help it. I laughed. Not a bitter laugh, but the kind you let out when you've been holding something in for too long. I am the one in charge, loud enough for everyone around to hear. The chatter died down. Heads turned. My mother blinked, confused. "What are you talking about?" I walked to the center of the room, every step echoing louder than the last because the music had stopped completely. 300 pairs of eyes were on me. My voice shook at first, but then it steadied. This entire event, the catering, the music, the flowers, the decorations, all of it was organized by my company, the company that I own, the one you've mocked me for never building. Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Tonight you've managed to humiliate me in front of strangers on top of a stage I paid for.
Gasps rippled through the crowd. Someone actually dropped a fork. My brother's face went pale. The bride whispered, "No way." I looked at my father. He was red with rage, about to speak, but I cut him off. "No, you don't get the mic this time. You've had your speeches. You had your laughs at my expense. Now it's my turn. You wanted to treat me like a joke? Like a nobody? But without me, this night collapses. And guess what? It just did." I gestured toward my staff, who continued efficiently packing up. Trays of untouched food were wheeled away. Centerpieces vanished from tables. The chandeliers dimmed until the hall looked half empty. My brother finally snapped. "You selfish piece of shh! You're ruining my wedding." I turned to him, calm. "No. They ruined it when they decided to humiliate me. All I did was give them what they claimed they wanted. A reminder that I'm a disappointment. Consider this my gift." The bride burst into tears. Guests started filing out, confused and muttering. Some gave me dirty looks, others just shook their heads. But not one person said I was wrong. I walked toward the exit as my staff finished clearing the place. My father grabbed my arm, but I pulled it away. "You're going to regret this," he hissed. "Maybe, but at least for once, you'll regret underestimating me too." Then I left. The next day, my phone exploded with messages. Half my family called me cruel and vindictive. Others admitted quietly that it was about time my parents got a taste of their own medicine. My brother hasn't spoken to me since. My parents, well, they've doubled down. They tell anyone who will listen that I sabotaged the most important day of their lives. Do I feel guilty? Honestly, yes. The bride didn't deserve that. Some of the guests didn't either. A part of me wonders if I went too far. But another part of me, the part that's been belittled for decades, finally feels like it stood up for itself. They wanted to make me look small. I reminded them I was the one holding the strings the whole time. I haven't spoken to my family in weeks. My staff thinks I'm a legend. My friends are split. Some say I'm a hero, others say I went nuclear. So now I'm asking, AITA for shutting down my brother's wedding after my parents humiliated me? Funny how they never saw my worth until I took it away in front of everyone.